enjoy themselves. Also, like I said, right now, we just went back live on YouTube officially right now. So that's awesome. It's great. Like I said, my main point is to transfer more people over here on this platform, on X, on Twitch, so they can kind of catch that, because we can't do that on YouTube. And I think one of the best parts of what we do here on X when we do the show is playing the music, have people coming in, have people vibing out with us and everything like that and so forth. So just that being a main staple of how we get down, we just always have to, just for the time being, I think I'll do that like a few more times, where I'll just play music a little bit and just have people come over from YouTube and whatnot. But for the most part, let's get the show started, right? We have the fight that went down last night. If you caught any of it, if you streamed any of it, it was definitely a great fight. It was definitely worth the money if you went and paid for it or whatnot. We're gonna go ahead and get that started. I'm gonna let a couple people come in here from YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna get the fight popping right now. Let me drop this down. Wow. All right, we got some highlights. Let's get this rolling.
Ever uncovered by 3 or fewer landed punches in 9 of the 12 rounds. You see the total punches landed favor Lamont Roach just by a bit. Power punches, that belongs to Davis. The jab belongs to Roach.
And the clip that I'm playing now is when he went ahead and got hit and fell on one knee. So we're going to go ahead and get this cracking right now. Hold on. Let me get this cracking. We got it right now. Hold on.
Left.
Even the ref was like, yo, what's going on?
Davis took off so.
Even the ref was like, yo, what's going on? But at the same time, what do you mean what's going on? Nigga, you the ref. You supposed to be telling us what's going on. How you gonna ask him what's going on? You the referee. That was a blatant, and honestly, he's one of the best referees in boxing. Let's keep it real. He's not no scrum. Like he is the go-to guy. He's been the go-to guy for fights for like about 30 years plus. Okay, so he knows what he's calling, but I just don't understand. I mean, we do understand if you want to go with the sports is rigged narrative, but I think my main thing is if this was any other fight, it would be what, like, we would call it how it is, right? That's what I'm saying. I feel like he took the L last night, but it was a good fight. But I'm calling it 8-4. Roach. Tank won about 4, but Roach, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did his thing, bro. I don't even see a lot of clips for. I mean, like, Tank, he is throwing punches, but we really talk about like those real blows that we remember. Like, we remember in a fight, like watching real time. Roach was the one who was landing those punches. That's what I was remembering. That's what I was seeing. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody, you know what I'm saying, you can always tap in, holler at me. But from what I was seeing, Roach was the one who was landing the power punches. I don't understand, even watching this again.
Some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach left. Oh, and that left. Oh, and that right. But
and then even his excuse was like, honestly, it was like light-skinned niggas had to take an L last night, because the excuse he used was crazy. This nigga said, like, oh yeah, man, the whole reason I did that is because my hairstylist just did my braids, and the grease from my hairstylist, the grease was dripping down in my eye. Like, bro, really, bro? And that's when, and you know what? This is what I appreciate about New York, y'all. This is why I got love for like New York, bro. The minute he starts saying that shit, everybody start booing. Like, get this fuck nigga out of here, bro. Like, we got to get this fuck nigga out of here. Like, this was crazy. They packed him the fuck up the minute he came in there and was like, yeah, I had to. And the reason why that's crazy is because I forgot the women's name that was fighting before the Tyson fight, the Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Her eyelid was about to come off of her eye, and she was still throwing punches and ended up losing the fight. But what I'm saying is we've seen women in boxing, eye socket about to collapse, just about to cave in, throwing blows a couple months ago. And then we see one of the premier boxer in the sport talking about the grease from his braids got in his eye. He didn't want to go blind. He couldn't see. Like, my nigga, like, that was just crazy. That was crazy. I wasn't disappointed in the fight. I'll also say I was not disappointed in the fight. It's been a lot of fights in primetime boxing and whatnot where I would say that. And I do have some tank footage too. This is what I'm about to put on the screen too, because I'm not just going to come in here and just rush to the narrative because it's popular, because I was trying to find some tank footage where he was landing punches, because like everybody's going to play the clips that I played because that's what we primarily were going to see. But he was landing punches. He was doing his thing. It was a good fight. It wasn't like it was a wash. It was a good fight. But Roach fought a winning fight. Like, if this was a fight that he fought as good as you can fight Davis without KOing him. And I understand it's heavyweight, so it's like you're going to have a decided victory or this and that. But it's like that's not fair. If me and you got in a fight and we can just tell by the eye test, like, okay, this guy got in a better review, but he didn't knock you out, but you still went on a knee. Even if you went on a knee for your fucking head grease or whatever, that's supposed to be a disqualifier. But even if that wasn't even the case, even if you never did that, on a square-up decision, you could have gave the fight to Roach. But I guess when you are a champion, they want you to have a decided win over the champion if you didn't knock him out, which is a fair assessment. But at the same time, I just feel like Roach deserved to win that fight. That was a winning fight. I don't know. What that showed me was I don't know how else you can beat Davis if you don't knock him out, pretty much. That's pretty much what the judges told us. Yeah, that's pretty much what the judges told us. And I don't think that was the fair thing to do. But here we go with some footage.
Okay. I thought he had...
Like, personally, you can't tell me that wasn't a good fight. You can't tell me that Roach just went in there and just whipped his ass. Like, that wasn't the case at all. It was a terrific fight. If that was something you paid for, you got your money's worth. Davis is definitely one of the boxers where he's not gonna run around the ring. He's looking to fight you. He's coming to fight you. We have certain boxers who run around the ring, and we do have to appreciate that weight class. Got to appreciate these types of guys because, like I said, Davis doesn't run from anybody, and he does have a tie on his record. So I'm pretty sure Floyd was somewhere celebrating with with his people. But this was definitely a great fight. And hold on, and it'll be dope if we can get him and Stevenson in the ring. But we'll see, because I don't think he expected this fight to go the way it did, to be honest. I don't think he expected this fight to go the way it did. Let me get the screen sharing. Give me a second. This is Davis reacting to the loss. Here we go. Well, not the loss, the tie. And that's crazy because I really don't think that he expected this to go down. I mean, at all. It seemed like he was very disappointed. It's like both fighters definitely were disappointed because they're definitely gonna have to get another rematch. And I think Tank definitely has that guaranteed 4 more fights, but I don't know if he was looking on retiring, but just because he got a draw, I don't think he's retiring anytime soon. But we definitely got the Roach reaction to the situation.
Man, I'm not. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that. without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in it. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
I don't know. Did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know.
Did you
I
catch
don't
that?
know.
Was not properly, if any. This is Matt from Brunch.
I will win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
I don't know. Did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change it. So.
Lamont, Sean Tell, congrats, man, on fighting a great fight. A lot of people agree with you that you did win the fight. Just can you talk about Gervonta's power? He got you with some good shots, but you kept staying in the center of the ring with him. A lot of other fighters don't deal with the power as well. How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll.
Yeah, man. So I kind of do feel bad for him a little bit, just for the simple fact that, like I said before, what other fight could he have had to win if not knocking him out? I mean, I feel like it was 3 moments where he won that fight. I feel like personally, the knockdown wasn't called, and then on the corner when they worked on him, like, that was supposed to be an automatic disqualification. So I don't understand why they didn't disqualify that off the rip. And then just to call it a majority draw on top of that, it's crazy. It was just crazy. So right here we have Gervonta Davis coach talking about, let's just get this on. We're getting all the coverage from all sides on this fight last night.
Successful tonight. Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, they're the champions now at 135 pounds. How do you see those fights playing out? Can we make those fights happen with Tank?
Well, they turkey protected. If they can work out something, then anything's possible. But right now they went and got protected custody, so we don't know what the future holds.
But Shakur was calling out Tank last week when he fought, and he said he wants to make the fight happen. But he knows he's the B side. He doesn't have the A side. He admits that Tank is the guy.
And they're not going to let it, so he can talk that because he knows Turkey ain't going to let him do it.
How does that fight play out if they ever do mix it up?
KO.
Same thing, early or later? Or
early. KO.
Early?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's successful tonight, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, they're the champions now at 135 pounds. How do you see those fights playing out? Can we make those fights happen with Tank?
Well, they turkey protected. If they can work out something, then anything's possible. But right now they went and got protected custody, so we don't know what the future holds.
But Shakur was calling out Tank last week when he fought, and he said he wants to make the fight happen. But he knows he's the B side. He doesn't have the A side. He admits that Tank is the guy.
And they're not going to let it, so he can talk that because he knows Turkey ain't going to let him do it.
So yeah, everybody wants to see him and Stevenson, man, and I agree that Stevenson. Do I agree that Stevenson is running? I don't know the boxing particulars, but I've watched Stevenson fight in person in Vegas. I've seen him The shit was trash. It was, I want to say last year, maybe in January. Maybe last year in January, December. I forgot. I think maybe it was even January. It was trash. And this wasn't even like a crazy opponent, but honestly, I don't think he can beat Tank Davis. But I would love to see that fight, but I don't think he's going to beat Tank Davis. But I don't think Tank Davis is going to retire without fighting him, because I don't want to hear this shit going any longer, and I don't think the fans do either. So we do have some reactions from a few people also with this fight. Like I said, we got coverage from all sides. The fans stand on business. We got Lou Young. If you know Lou Young, thinks funny as hell, but you know he knows what he's talking about too. So we got him, just calling it how you see it in a way.
I'll tell you who fought that fight. I know Tank. This nigga called the oldest YNs to help him walk down. No, nigga, no. That is not how the game is played. That is not the rules. That's not how this shit is played, man. This is bullshit. No disrespect. It was a great fight by Lamont. That was not a great fight by Tank, man. Why you walk out with them old dusty ass niggas, man? I knew the fight was over with. As soon as I saw Jim Jones snag him too fast on the mic, I said, oh, fuck. Hey, Joel Santana. This nigga ain't got a tooth in his mouth that's his. How you had these niggas walk you out, man? This nigga would have been better off having Young and May walk him out. This nigga Jim Jones coming out there with a whole Michael K. and Kors, a Scully and a fucking scarf, talking about some, this is that bang, dang, dang to my hula gang bangs, how you moving them things and you to the school things, shouts. You could have came out with Fabulous or something. These niggas ain't been hot since Loving Hip Hop, man. The first season.
Great. Hey, man, listen, dog. So niggas don't even.
Fuck's gonna learn. See, I was scared for Gervonta Davis from the entrance. Soon when I seen Joel's fucking up, then Jim Jones popped out the corner. I said, oh, no, this nigga lost. This nigga came out with old-ass Dipset. Music wasn't even hitting right. I said, nah, it's over, man. I knew once he had them two niggas right there, it was going to be a rough night. I said, oh, ain't no knockouts coming. Joel walking out there with a blanket and shit. Jim Jones got a blanket on, man. God damn, Joel's got the damn Slauson ass, swap me jeans, and old ass Averex. She's like, yeah, I'm happy to be here. This nigga mouthpiece came out, his teeth came out while he was rapping and shit. I said, man, it's over, man. Can't do this shit no more, man. Come on, Tank. Come on, man. You gotta stop this shit. You normally come out with some cool shit. I know the thought was cool. The thought of, like, you know what, I'm gonna have Dipset. And you was thinking old Dipset. You was like, nigga, 3, 2, 1, Santana dip. Kind of set. You were thinking that shit. But that nigga came out, the goddamn dentures popped out, nigga started fixing his teeth and rapping at the same time. I said, man, shit ain't cool, man. Jim Jones coming out with looking cold with a blanket on, he's rapping that shit. Them niggas is old. The music wasn't hitting. I just knew it was over. That was damn near. You lucky you got a little bit of God on your side. Cause it was almost the same as David Heyman wearing the fucking essential pants outfit out there with them damn boots he had on. You was this close to getting your ass whooped. You can't be doing that shit, Tank. You supposed to be our motherfucking savior. You can't do this shit. We only got 2 of y'all. You and Crawford. You can't be out there coming out there with fucking Jim Jones.
And I think
only thing Jim Jones is missing.
And I think because we're not going to listen to this nigga talk for like 50 minutes. But I think the main point that we're saying is it seems like something's off with Davis. I don't know, even the way he was fighting, like when he was looking off and getting punched in the face, it just seemed like he wasn't on his game. It seemed like he didn't have like the same. I won't even say he didn't have a killer instinct, because I really did feel like he fought a good fight. but I just feel like it was off. And and it's not to take away credit from Roach. It's not to take credit from Roach at all, because Roach did his thing. But it just seemed like Davis wasn't on 10 last night. The whole Dipset thing was a little off to me. And, you know, I've been trying, and I think we all really try to give Dipset, like, you know, their credit, but they do a lot of goofy shit. And it's so funny because Dipset crashes out all week and then they do this shit. It's just, this week is like, every week is a Boondock script. I don't understand. This is like free script writing right here. This is, you can, if I was an illustrator right now, you can make so much money because just the Dipset crashing out all week. And then to top that off, I would even try to find the clips of them doing their thing last night. Let me see if I can. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find Dipset crashing out last night or just walking out with this nigga. Let me type this in. Yeah, Dipset, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, we got it. All homies, dog. That nigga came back. That nigga came back with his grandpa OGs, dog. That shit out of bounds, dog. Hold on. I just want to do it for shit. Like, you know, it's not the fact that these niggas ain't got that shit on, because it's not the fact, you know, it just
Wing walks and name dropped him in their bars when the likes of Wu-Tang and other shove you out.
We could have had some young niggas, bro, but I think all the young niggas be on Ricos and shit. So yeah, it's comedy. It's all comedy at the end of the day. And the funniest thing about these old niggas is that this is just the perfect segue to the type of time these niggas really been on all week. And if, like I said, man, Dipset, we've all tried to give these niggas a credit, man, but it just seems like ever since the versus battle, niggas just started just looking a little crazy and start crashing out. So we're gonna go ahead and get this nigga talking about how cool it is to be the old young nigga, or the oldest YN, he said. So yeah, let's get this nigga fair use on everything. You know what I'm saying? You just got to make sure.
A lot of great advice, and sometimes I hardly take my own advice. So when people hear that conversation, it's like, yo, I tell people stay off them phones all the time. And look what happened. I mean, same thing came back to bite me on the ass and things like that. And that could have caused me a whole lot. But God is good. I got some good brothers around me that stood 10 toes down, you heard? So as long as I'm out, they out. You heard? And it's free until we see him. He'd be home in a little while. For real.
I guess that's what I'm after. You not running from the affiliation, even though we in an era where people getting jammed up for shit like that.
Jammed up if you're doing crime.
Yeah.
You heard? Mm-hmm. It's not a crime to be a blood. It's not a crime to be a bang. It's not a crime to be a fraternity member. It's not a crime to be a sorority member. It's all the same thing. It's a crime if you do crime while being that, and that turns into other things. And if it's more than one of y'all doing crime while being blood, that turns into a RICO and things like that. I do business. I'm a businessman. You heard? Y'all know that. I make music, baby.
I always wanted to ask, right? You know, in past interviews, and you talk about it, bringing Bloods to New York. You ever regret that?
I didn't bring the Bloods to New York.
Like, what kind of police ass? Look how he's sitting. Look, that's why niggas don't fuck with DJ Envy, bro. Because that is like, why are you trying to get your Vlad on, bro? Like, this nigga literally just said, how do you feel that you brought the Bloods to New York? Like, bro, you asked this nigga on a radio station, how does it feel to, like, honestly, and then his face, honestly, then his, like, come on, bro. Come on, Envy, bro. Like, what type of code is that? Like, somebody should have slapped this nigga, bro, with the locks hat on. Like, come on, bro. This nigga crazy.
God, man.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You got me high.
Here you go. Here. You can feel with this. You need this.
I ain't committing no crime. And he said, actually,
you brought the Bloods to New York.
God damn.
May 2nd, 2020.
I heard he said he made it popular. That's what I was asking.
That's a difference.
Making it commercializing.
There you go.
Commercializing my gang affiliation.
I understand the question.
commercializing my gang affiliations, but even just the fact, like, that question was just out of bounds. That question was out of bounds. I don't even for comedic purposes, like, you got to relax, and you got to relax.
Yeah, because you made it cool, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I made it cool, but I also commercialized. I made millions of dollars off the gang culture. You know what I mean? So same thing with Snoop has done and how the West Coast. I mean, so but I know I did not start that. I was a young kid. You know what I mean?
Commercialized,
coming up out the ghetto and looking for, you know what I mean, my place in society and things like that. And the brotherhood always took care of me. And now you dig. Shout out to the brothers, man. You know what I mean?
But do you regret it? Because it was, you commercialized it, you made it cool in New York.
Do I regret anything? No, I don't, because I've done so many positive things being in this position as being a man, as being a gang member, as great some of these people can be. Because I put on a lot of people bloods, you know, I put all type of people in positions to make money and feed their family and things like that, and employ so many people and show so many people how to walk in the right direction. Wrong. You know what I mean? My objective is about getting $1. Each one teach one. We stand tight. The wall is up. Can't nobody fade us. Let's protect ourselves. You know what I mean? Of course, if somebody crossed the line of discretion as a man, you have to protect yourself. But for the most part, that's not my lesson. It's not violence. You know what I mean? At all. But in this rap game, we've used things like that. Just talking about things that we actually went through. You know what I mean? Especially for some of us. A lot of us are just, you know what I mean? But you know how it go, man.
You rap about the labels having, like, I don't want to say a certain responsibility, but I guess a certain.
Give me a second. We got to get this back on. It'll start running everything back in the show. I'm telling you, please, somebody throw. Okay, we back in here. We got one in the chat. Okay, cool. Okay, let me Get this back rolling.
This is with me, right?
This is Jim Jones. Just to come back to the show, if everybody's back in here. This is Jim Jones reacting to people. Appreciate it, Tasha. Thank you. This is Jim Jones pretty much talking about him doing the verses. I know the screen looks a little small, but this is him talking about doing the verses against Styles P, and says Styles P doesn't have enough records on his own to do a verses with. I think he might be right. I think Jim Jones can definitely take on Styles P in the verses. But you know, some people disagree with that. But this is him talking about.
Who want to do a verses with me right now? Yeah,
that'd be a good.
Who want to do one with me?
Who would you want to do a versus against?
Any one of them. Pull it up. New York. I love all my brothers in New York, but you can pull them up. No matter who it is. You heard? Who would you say? Who you hear? I got a real catalog. I just had a gold record last year. I mean, we could go back. I got 20 records for every year.
You know,
we could start from 20 years ago. I give them one record for each year, all the way up to now.
Capo versus Styles P.
He don't got enough catalog for that.
He got Styles got a lot of catalog.
Not a commercial catalog. He not going to last. I mean, I love Styles. You did, but set it up.
It depends.
Who want to do a versus with me right now? Yeah,
that'd be a good.
Who want to do one with me?
Who would you want to do a versus against?
Any one of them. Pull it up. New York. I love all my brothers in New York, but you can pull them up. No matter who it is. You heard? Who would you say? Who you hear? I got a real catalog. I just had a gold record last year. I mean, we could go back. I got 20 records for every year.
You know,
we could start from 20 years ago. I give them one record for each year, all the way up to now.
Capo versus Styles.
Okay, you guys can see me. I'm back in the chat. Jesus fucking Christ, yo. I swear, I don't know what. Let me even pause this really quick because this is. Hold on. I don't know if it's Wi-Fi or if it's even just this fucking platform goddamn StreamYard that I'm using because I've never had this issue before in my fucking streaming goddamn life. I don't know if it's StreamYard. It has to be StreamYard because every time I'm doing anything else on this goddamn laptop, MacBook, or anything, I never have any issues whatsoever. But every time I'm streaming, and my Wi-Fi box is literally right here. I paid the top Wi-Fi you can possibly fucking buy. So I don't understand it, but I appreciate everybody who's sticking this bullshit out because this goddamn service is out of this fucking world. So finally. Okay, so we're back. I have Jim Jones saying, I'll box your head off. He wants to box Cameron. He's told Cameron not to play with him, challenge him to fight the boxing ring, encouraged him to ask Floyd Mayweather to put up the money for it. This is crazy. We have 71 people back in here, man. YouTube people coming back in here. I appreciate everybody weathering through this goddamn shitty Wi-Fi storm. And here we go. Let's go.
Great experience though. Great experience. Shouts to ASAP Yams. That's what he started as an intern for me.
Oh, he was the intern, right? Yeah.
Your loyalty.
Carol Civil too. I mean, Karen Civil. She was also an intern for me. I've helped jumpstart a lot of careers, not only rap careers inside of this industry.
But you don't get no credit for that. They say all Jim do is send people to jail.
I don't want credit no more. I want debit. Cash me out. How I send people to jail? That's what I'm saying. How? Who did you see me send to jail? Where's these niggas smoking? They smoking new drugs out here. You heard? From where? How? Who?
No, that's what Cam said. I don't know.
He's a bird. He's a bird head. He don't want no smoke. Tell him he a boxer, right? I'll box his head off. Where's the ring at? You getting money, right? Y'all do sports? 10 million right now. Today, nigga. I'll catch a flight wherever you at. In the morning, I'll catch a flight wherever you at. You with Mayweather and them 10 million. I'll meet you in any boxing ring. Yeah. Now go make some jokes about that on your next show. I'll box your head off. You know that. Don't play with me. Yeah. Now go type about that.
Jim, Chrissy would tell you take 5 seconds.
Yeah. And I'm dropping it in chat just in case anything happens on YouTube. My X link is there if you want to watch the show from there also. Yeah.
Chrissy would tell you take 5 seconds and breathe.
I don't know if YouTube's bugging right now. I'm not trying to trip or anything. Yeah, something's bugging out right now. I don't know if it's YouTube or what the fuck is going on right now. But if this happens again, then I'm probably just gonna do the show a little later because it's ridiculous, but especially at this point. But we got Cameron. I'm gonna share this this for you guys because I'm gonna encompass a lot of this to a single theme. But especially when it comes down to Cameron in this situation and Jim Jones, I feel like Jim Jones has been chirping at Cameron for the last few months. I feel like he is definitely salty with how Cam and Mace have used their platform to pretty much reinvent themselves and make themselves relevant at their age and find a niche in a platform that is a daily thing. And I think Jim Jones is a little salty because I think he does a lot of content with Complex. And I think Jim Jones, when I'm looking at Jim Jones and how he views Cameron, before Cameron did It Is What It Is, Jim Jones used to do the weather report thing. Because remember, he went viral doing the foot tap. He used to do the weather report thing. He does sneaker content with Complex. He does a lot of things where I remember when Joe Budden came to Complex, he presented Complex with the show. You know, he got on, did his thing, and platformed himself even higher than he went. Trinidad James, he was pretty much dead in the water and then got with Complex. And pretty much ever since he got with Complex, he has platformed himself in order to do certain things in the industry and kind of maintain a state of relevancy. So it seems like if you are a rapper and you get with Complex, you do have a window of opportunity to make yourself relevant in social media and in other realms. So I definitely do think that the main point with the beef is, to me, Jim Jones is just projecting his disdain that he had more of a beginner's angle in trying to be relevant and get in relevant spaces, which I felt he was in. But sports, and because sports in pop culture is more of a microwavable topic, is always relevant things going on. Cameron did a little bit better what Jim Jones did, or in a way, Cameron can even branch out and have his own Joe Budden version of It Is What It Is platform where he can do his thing, and maybe Joel's can get a show on the side, or Joel's Complex and Cam can work out some type of deal where you can incorporate what Jim Jones does with Complex over to It Is What It Is. And maybe you guys can keep that Dipset brand, that Mace Harlem, that whole thing intact. And the fact that Cam doesn't reach out or present those situations, probably also because Jim Jones just seems like he's always a hater in a way, or just he kind of gives me hater vibes, just to be my personal opinion on it. Cameron is never going to help this nigga. Cam don't want to help him, don't want to help Joel's. I think he'll help Joel's over Cam, but he knows that whenever it's a Dipset bag, he going to go and get the pennies with Jim instead of just waiting it out with Cam to get the bag. But Joel's probably thinking, if I'm waiting on Cam to get the Dipset bag, we ain't never going to get it, and he got to eat. So, he get the call from Gervonta Davis or whatever, he going to roll out and, walk out with his teeth out or do his thing, respect him. But he going to walk out in Louis Vuitton and all, the rags and shit, and get the check, which I don't blame him. You gotta eat, you gotta pay for your shit, because Cameron is not coming to save you. None of these niggas is coming to save you. You gotta eat what you kill out here. So you gotta appreciate what they built or whatnot. But I just feel like Jim Jones wants to fight this nigga out of hate. It's kind of like, okay, I can't outshine this nigga, I can't out hustle this nigga. Okay, well, at least I can beat you up. We're gonna do a boxing match. It's like that's very juvenile. It's very for old ass niggas. Like, now you want to fight. What is fighting gonna prove? He's just gonna go back to work and clown you. And speaking of going back to work and clowning niggas, you gotta respect Cam. He works hard. The biggest haters are most successful. Cameron made sure niggas like him and 50 Cent make sure they don't go broke, just for niggas like Chad Johnson or Chad Ochocinco, for niggas like Jim Jones want to talk about, oh, we want to box. So Chad Ochocinco, if you seen the clip, he was talking to Stephen A. Smith, talking about how he was have relations with his girl and it wasn't big enough or whatever. And Stephen A. Smith was looking at him like, bro, like, what are you talking about? It was a weird clip, to be honest. And Stephen A. Smith was looking at him kind of crazy. And I was thinking the same thing. Like, why would you be talking about this on a platform? Like, why is this conversation something we need to be discussing at this time of day? Like, you and Stephen A. sat down during Super Bowl, and this is the conversation you presented. This is what you chose to talk about. If he goes out one more time, to be honest, I'm just gonna like come back later because I'm not trying to keep going in and going out. Shit, this is getting ridiculous. I got only so much patience in the world, you know. So let's get this rolling. Pray to God this doesn't go out. I literally paid all this shit just for this Wi-Fi to be tripping. I'm about to go like call these niggas when I get off. So yeah, Jim Jones crashing out, Cameron crashing out on Chad Ochocinco because he said some wild, goofy shit.
Little fuckers, freaky ass niggas need to keep their ass.
We're gonna play this back because he said some really freaky shit to Stephen A. Smith, unprovoked. And let's go, Cameron.
Freaky ass niggas need to keep their ass inside, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what they need to do, man. Fuck is you telling another grown man about you getting your tool piece a little bigger, man? I don't really fuck with Chad Ochocinco, to be totally honest with you. He all right, but at the end of the day, when we started this show, the nigga was hating from the very beginning. We started the show, we was doing very well, it was very successful. We didn't have no deal, no sponsors or nothing. We was doing this off the muscle. He comes out of nowhere talking about, yeah, I'm gonna get myself back together and I'm taking Cam's spot. Why the fuck you gotta take my spot, nigga? Fuck is you
And that's kind of crazy, like what he's insinuating.
Oh my, you've been a football player your whole life, nigga. Now because I'm doing sports, you come and take my spot. And at that particular time, we had only been doing the show about 2.5 months, 3 months. But that's how much of an impact that I had that bitch ass nigga felt threatened. You know what I'm saying?
And Chad, John, like I said, bro, like Chad, we're gonna play it back. It's Chad, that was some crazy shit for Chad to even like say, like, come on.
Started this show, the nigga was hating from the very beginning. We started the show, we was doing very well, it was very successful. We didn't have no deal, no sponsors or nothing.
I'm only pausing this because the way he's introducing it is he's saying, don't think I'm just taking a shot out the dark and I'm being a hater. This nigga been hating from the sideline. So the first time he catch an L, I'm about to come back and fire this nigga up. So this is what he's just let niggas know. He's talking about Chad Ochocinco being a zesty nigga on Stephen A. Smith's platform.
We was doing this off the muscle. He comes out of nowhere talking about, yeah, I'm gonna get myself back together and I'm taking Cam's spot. Why the fuck you gotta take my spot, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? You've been a football player your whole life, nigga. Now because I'm doing sports, you come and take my spot. And at that particular time, we had only been doing the show about 2.5 months. 3 months, but that's how much of an impact that I had that bitch ass nigga felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we try to call him. Shout out to my nigga Bub. My nigga Bub knows some niggas he know. I tried to give him a job. He like, yo, talk to my agent. I said, I'm talking to you now. What the? I don't do business like that. I talk to my agent. See, you so dumb, you can't even speak for yourself, stupid motherfucker. I tried to offer you more paper than you probably get now. Ask Mark Jackson how he got paid. Ask Mike Irvin how much he got paid. Ask them niggas if they was living lovely off the checks me and Murder would send them niggas. Ask them.
Damn.
I bet you.
Damn, bro. He talking crazy, bro. Hey, Ruler, you feel me? He talking wild crazy to dog, bro. He said, nigga, you ain't even getting paid. Nigga, talking about you gotta talk to your people. Nigga, I'm talking to you, nigga. I'm talking to you, nigga. I don't know what you mean. You gotta go talk to your people, nigga. We can get the deal done right now. How much you need, nigga? Say, go ask Michael Irvin, go ask Maurice Claret, go ask OJ family, RIP, the type of checks we cutting over there. You know, from it is what it is. He telling the truth, man. He putting game on it. They eating, you know what I'm saying? So you know, you can't really shit on a nigga like Cameron. So
you ain't getting paid the money that Mark Jackson and Mike Irvin got paid working with us.
That's
I don't know this for a fact, but ask Mike.
He low-key firing shit. And you know what he low-key doing? He low-key little broing that nigga. Like, bro. And he low-key firing Shannon Sharp up too. Like, nigga, Shannon Sharp ain't even paying you what Shannon Sharp got you underpaid. And he getting ESPN and the volume money with Colin Cowherd. And you underpaid over there. I'm getting, and I think that's kind of crazy. I think he's moving the same. He talking to this is the reason why this is so funny, bro. To see like the rap and sports universe collide in this way. To see like Jim Jones, I mean not Jim Jones, but to see Cameron going at Chad Johnson, like who would have thought in 2005, Cameron, purple tape, purple haze, going at gold teeth, Cincinnati Bengal, Chad Johnson, 85 Ochocinco. This is crazy. This is like real legit beef right now that's going on between these two niggas, man. It was what I'm hearing, and in the way he's talking to him is like if Shannon Sharp was like the big homie, like if Shannon Sharp was like 50 Cent and Chad was like Lloyd Banks or something, like nigga, we eating like everybody eating the niggas I'm doing features with getting more paper than you getting off your shit. It's just like intertwining rap, business, sports. This is peak entertainment right here. And you already know this nigga. Him and Mace just use their platforms to call ISOs and fire niggas up, dog. So this is just crazy.
Mike Irvin and ask Mark Jackson if they get paid lovely. And if I threaten niggas like you, this is why you going to do the shit you doing. Fucking telling Stephen A about getting your piece bigger? Yo, I don't like you, nigga. I don't like you. I don't like your your whole style is bitch made, nigga. And I don't fuck with you. Try to give you a job and then you go and suck the nigga Shannon off. Ooh, Shannon, why you go suck him off? For what? Pause. I came to you first. Oh, my agent handles anything. You dumb motherfucker. Your agent probably robbing you. Probably not as much well off as you think, as niggas think you are. And if you still need a job, I ain't hiring no more. You better hope the nigga Shannon keep you with him, nigga. I don't.
Yo, nigga said, and if you looking for a job, I ain't hiring, nigga. You better hope. That was crazy, bro. To break it down like you was gonna say, and if you still need a job, you can call my phone. That nigga hit the reverse, right? Nigga said, if you need a job, I ain't hiring no more, nigga. So you better fucking keep hopping and fetching when Shannon say go. I gotta play this back a little bit. This shit was classic.
Oh, my agent handles anything. You dumb motherfucker. Your agent probably robbing you. Probably not as much well off as you think, as niggas think you are. And if you still need a job, I ain't hiring no more. You better hope the nigga Shannon keep you with him, nigga. I don't like you hating on me for no motherfucking reason from the jump. Fuck you.
Yeah. Wow. What a statement.
Hiring no because you think it came to you first. Oh, my agent handles anything. You dumb motherfucker. Your agent probably robbing you. Probably not as much well off as you think, as niggas think you are. And if you still need a job, I ain't hiring no more. You better hope the nigga Shannon keep you with him, nigga. I don't like you hating on me for no motherfucking reason from the jump. Fuck you.
Yeah. Wow. What a statement. Any further thoughts?
Oh, man.
Yo, seeing a nigga, I got, listen, I'm not going to play this all the way back. It's just funny seeing a nigga in a suit like if it was a real sports show saying this shit in real time and it actually being Cameron doing like a serious show saying this shit.
I came to you first. Oh, my agent handles anything. You dumb motherfucker. Your agent probably robbing you. Probably not as much well off as you think, as niggas think you are. And if you still need a job, I ain't hiring no more. You better hope the nigga Shannon keep you with him, nigga. I don't like you hating on me for no motherfucking reason from the jump. Fuck you.
Yeah. Wow. What a statement.
And I'm glad you actually said that. The ruler's back. Salute you. I'm glad that you said that Ocho got to see him for this, because with this premium black news and wall-to-wall coverage, I got just the clip. We got Ocho Cinco right here. Live response. Not live, but we got his response ready because, you know, we want to see what he had to say. Let's see what he has to say. You know, let's get this playback speed. You know, no copyright. You shouldn't even be throwing copyright on like nigga shit like this. But here we go. This nigga with, you know, Chad Johnson, Chad Ocho Cinco, nightcap. And you know what? I'm excited to hear this because I haven't even heard this clip yet. So I'm excited to hear what this nigga got to say on this.
Some stuff to say, and I had to think about it, and I had to listen to it and think about some stuff that was brought up from 2 years ago where I said, Cam, you my mans, and I'm coming for your spot. Now, I'm not sure how that's taken as hate when all you have to do is understand that I'm saying I'm coming for your spot because I see you as the standard that is setting the bar in that specific space. Mm-hmm. So you took that as an insult, which is weird to me. I'm not sure how you can do that. But if you check the numbers, what I said I was going to do, I've already done and surpassed that in this specific space. Now, he said, he asked me to come join them, you know, to do something with them. And I told him, you know, okay, you got to check with my people. You got to reach out to my people who, when it was time for me to work with you, what did I ask you to do? Reach out to who?
I talked to Doug.
You talked to Doug. So boom, we did it, you know, like that.
Right.
That's the way I handle business. You know, I don't run nothing through me.
While we need the white man's paperwork. Salute to Umar Johnson, but still, this is crazy. This is pretty much he said. You got to talk to them handlers. You got to talk to those them people we was talking about on that one platform Friday night after my show, the Crash Out show.
I guess that was seen as a sign of just. Respect because I chose. I guess, buddy, I ain't no guest feature. Boy, I'm the main attraction. What did you talking about? I always been the main attraction. There's a difference. In your lane, you do what you do. I'm in completely different lanes and completely different rooms from you, despite me always playing around and joking. It's different. For one, you wouldn't have been able to afford me to begin with. Let's start there. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I think because I do everything in an entertaining, fun, laughing way, you kind of forget and don't really understand what's being done over here and how special what we have is. And that's no disrespect to them, because I like they show. I love It Is What It Is, because it's different than what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Their views, they got some high ones. But it's mainly about going at people. Two different shows. I love them though. Yeah. Then, Cam, he's a Harlem dude. I've been to Harlem. My face is clean in Harlem. Most of the time, those that I know from Harlem, they don't act like that.
That legend happened 2 years